Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my reviews for Fantastic Four number 586 and Secret Avengers number 8. I'm going to go with Fantastic Four first. Um, this Countdown to Casualty has definitely been, for me, at least one of the best Fantastic Four stories to come along recently. It's unfortunate that in order to get this good of a story, they have to do it with the death of a character. I think the way they're building up, Hickman's building up the story, it's really, really good. They're giving us a lot of little things at the beginning, like is Sue having the affair with Namor again, the Ben Grimm becoming human again, and the relationship between Ben and Johnny, the kids reading Galactus. I mean, there's just so much little cool things going on to build the story up. And the way Hickman's now finally showed in this issue, where there's definite four possible paths of death. Like on this hand, before I was wondering how is Sue gonna get killed in this situation. Well, in this issue, this actually finally addresses that, because Namor assassinated the old Atlantean ruler. And now there's a battle going on down there. You have Reed and Galactus, and the solving of how Galactus died, and how to prevent that. And now that shows how Reed can potentially die. And one of the stories that I'm kind of curious about, but at the same time, I know it's not going to be able to live up to the hype, is the Annihilation Wave, Johnny, the kids, and Ben storyline, because I really enjoyed the Annihilation Conquest a lot, and seeing the insects again with Annihilus is just that's what I was like, yes, I really enjoyed that. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, it's never going to be the same, because this stuff can't spill out into the other books, and unfortunately. So whatever happens with these guys is going to be self-contained in this storyline. And like I said, the way it ended, in any one of these characters is capable of dying. And I'm really enjoying it. Now, one thing I want to warn you guys about, in case you haven't read, the next issue where the person, does die, it's going to be polybagged, and there's no overprint. So you're not going to be able to go to the comic store, go to the last page, and see who died. And if you don't have this as one of your pull list books, you're not going to see it. So, I mean, what I should say is, if it's not one of your pull list books, you're not going to get it if it sells out, which could very well happen, since Marvel's not printing extra copies. It's print to demand. So I expect copies could be scarce, especially if you go into Saturday and Sunday in some locations. But overall, this is solid. If you're thinking about getting it, if you can still get the back issues, I would get those back issues and get the next issue, or else just wait for the trade to come out, because that trade's going to come out pretty quick. Overall, though, solid book. With Secret Avengers, they're still building on with the Master of Kung Fu, and then his father trying to kidnap him. Now, if you remember, John Steele's back working with the fake Nick, and pretty much all it's really doing is just building on that story. It's giving you a little bit more background on what the father's up to, and then their plans to capture Shang-Chi. And the action's really good. The story. This isn't a story building issue. This is the let's fight issue. One of the fight issues. And overall, I think the fighting is pretty solid. It's entertaining. It kept me interested, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's as good as the Fantastic Four is right now, but in terms of an action book, I think Secret Avengers is probably one of the strongest. It is probably the strongest out of the three. All right, 4 Avenger books, because you have Avengers Academy. Yeah, and so If you haven't been buying Secret Avengers, you might want to definitely take a stab at it. This is in the middle of a story arc, so if you haven't been reading it, you might want to get a couple of the back issues, so that way you can get up to speed. But overall, I think these two books, both of these books were really solid, and I was pretty happy with both of them. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. I'm really curious to know from you guys, who do you think is going to be the one of the four to die? Personally, I have a strange feeling it could be one of the kids dying, but I'm not 100% positive. Because if you figure if one of the kids dies, one of these characters could take a leave of absence from the team. So I'm going on a limb, and I'm going to try to say that. But let me know what you guys think. Is it Ben Grimm, who's human, about to face the Annihilation insects? Human Torch, Annihilation insects? Susan Storm, under the water, looking to be sacrificed? Or Mr. Fantastic, across the galaxy with Galactus, and the world about to end? Let me know what you think, and I'll have more reviews up later, so until next time.